I fucking love character design. I want to do character design, at least partially as my career, but I choose to completely ignore the fact that apparently it's one of the most competitive fields in the art and animation industry. Fucking perfect. But whatever. I focus on it. I want it to be my career. So I try to learn a lot about it. I've been, I don't know, designing characters for a bit. I've been trying to learn. And I noticed that I have a couple of faults. I get very, very anal retentive, I guess, about my limited color palettes. I think I've talked about that before. It makes you have to think about color placement. Makes you think about, I don't know, it just makes you have to think a little harder than average, which I already struggle doing. So not only do I get very anal retentive about my limited color palettes, I get terrified of over-designing a character, which, I mean, I feel like it is a common fear. I don't know. I don't think that's a crazy fucking thought. So I'm on YouTube, and one of my favorite art and animation YouTubers, Judgmental Critter, uploads a video over designing a character, and I'm like, ooh, that's fucking interesting. That's cool as shit. So I said, oh hell fucking yeah. So what I did is I grabbed two of my existing OCs. I originally wanted to do one. I wanted to grab Molly. I wanted to make a Molly Sue character, which I think was clever and funny and cute. And I wanted to give her an over design. But then plans changed, and I got re-inspired and decided to do Mato as well. Anyway, this is not important. So my designing process this time around was a lot less thorough. I usually, Molly, I decided to have an actual inspirational source for her. She's kidcore. It's kidcore, so it's bright, it's rainbows, it's colorful, there's crayons, there's stickers, there's candy, there's baggy clothes. It's just very in your face, and it is like, it's giving child, I guess. Her, I went balls to the walls for her. I don't even know how I did that. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely, actually considered having to put, a seizure warning on here, only because I had a friend in high school who had extremely sensitive epilepsy, so something like this would set him off. Her, I feel like I did, despite how she turned out, I think was a bit, I don't know, constrained is not the right word. I feel like I could have given myself more free will in making the actual outfit itself. I feel like for her, I took a lot of the references and just took pieces of clothing from those references and just adjusted them slightly to put them onto her, which is fine. I feel like the whole point of this sort of art challenge is to let yourself just let loose, be free. You don't have to worry. It's meant to be loud. It's meant to be so much. It's meant to be in your fucking face. Which honestly, you should always let yourself be loose and be free with your art. It's not the end of the world to make something look bad. Literally, it's fine. But whatever. I line her up, I slap some color on her, and I think she came out amazing. I do prefer the sketch version to her only because in her sketch, those checkerboard pants, the squares themselves were a lot bigger, a lot chunkier, and I feel like it's a tiny bit easier on your eyes and you're able to appreciate the colors a bit more. You can see, I think her pants are somehow 6 different colors, so you can see all the heart details, which I wanted to go in harder on the details on her pants. I wanted to put hearts and apples and stars and everything like that, but I was having fatigue, brain fatigue, looking at this for so long. So I give her hearts. She is supposed to be love core in her regular design, and you're gonna see me struggle with those. What is it even called? The checkerboard pattern, the very Gen Z pattern, which I think I own several pieces of clothing that have that same fucking checkerboard pattern, but it works. I also think I really think I nailed the vibrancy of the rainbows. I feel like the yellow and the orange are a bit more muted compared to that really saturated neon purple, pink, and blue I just think there's so much contrast. We love the keyword contrast here, and it looks gorge. I think she looked awesome. I can see myself, like, actually using this outfit. Like, I want to go back in, obviously, and, like, revamp it a little, but I think it's good. And Mateo didn't have, any references, like, no source of inspiration, quote-unquote. I just went in, and I designed him, because it, like, came to me in, like, a dream. Those big, long, fucking flowy, like, sleeves. They look awesome. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to design him because I feel like I know who he is as a person, as a character, quote unquote, so I know how he would dress and how he would go about finding clothes. Really, for him, it was just almost like stream of consciousness. It was just, I want yellow and I want greens and I want these like big like drippy patterns. I don't know what it is, but I just like things to like just hang off him. Because he's a fucking string bean. Mateo is little. He's itty bitty. So having these really big, loose clothes, I just feel like it's more of that contrast. Like, it just skinny to big. This was just, it was fun. Honestly, I cannot suggest this enough because I feel like I've been stuck in my art for a while, but having an excuse. But you shouldn't need an excuse. You should always be able to like let yourself do this. But having an excuse to just have something look messy, have it look bad, have it look crazy, and just let loose. It's therapeutic is what it is. And even though, yeah, these obviously aren't, A+ designs right here, I can see myself going back in and repurposing some of these. Anyway, if I decided to go back and revamp some of these designs to something a bit more palatable, something a bit more like, I guess, my style, I guess I'll put that up on screen right now. And if it's not there, well, then it's not there. Thank you. You know what? Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Critter, for giving me these ideas. Thank you for being the best. Fuck, dude, this was fun. Let me let you know a little secret. I actually have another video planned. I want to take Bo, Molly, and Mateo, and I want to make prism core designs for them. So stay tuned, I guess. Thank you. Kisses, 1,000 kisses. Happy summer vacay. And oh fuck, go watch the original video. Like, what are you doing? Like, after this is done, go watch Critter's video. Literally, like, get out of here. Go.